This story comes out of Korea. North Korea's trash balloons deep in tensions with South. Here's what's happening between rivals. South Korea's military has said North Korea launched more trash carrying balloons toward South Korea following a similar campaign earlier this week. Between Saturday night and Sunday morning, about 600 balloons flown from North Korea have been found in various parts of South Korea by Hyung Jim Kim, June 4th, 2024. Seoul, South Korea. Animosities between North and South Korea are rising sharply again over an unusual cause. The North's rubbish carrying balloons. In the past week, North Korea floated hundreds of huge balloons, dumping manure, cigarette butts, scraps of cloth, waste batteries, and even reportedly dirty diapers across South Korea. North is sending trash balloons to South Korea filled with boo boo and baby diapers and cigarette butts. I guess the old saying is true, shit rolls downhill. Play on words. What else? What's the other joke I had? Kim Jong-Un is shitting on South Korea. In response, South Korea vowed unbearable retaliation steps and suspended a fragile military deal meant to ease tensions with its northern neighbor. Experts say if South Korea resumes live fire drills or Punjang propaganda broadcasts via loudspeakers in border area, that's certain to infuriate North Korea and may prompt it to take its own provocative countermeasures during the border. So what they do is on the border, I forget which parallel the country was divided. I think it was the 49th parallel, or my history's correct. What they do, they got these loudspeakers just blasting propaganda for everybody to hear. I believe China does the same with Taiwan. Since May 28th, North Korea has sent about 1,000 balloons carrying all kinds of trash across the border. No hazardous materials were found, but South Korean social media was still abuzz with worries that North Korea might use balloons to drop chemical, biological, and other weapons next time. After the first wave of balloons, Kim Yong Jong, the influential sister of North Korean leader Kim Jong-Un, said they were deployed to make good on her country's threat to scatter mounds of waste paper and filth in South Korea in reaction to previous South Korean campaigns by private citizens sending balloons with items to North Korea. So apparently this has been an ongoing thing with them sending balloons back and forth across each other's borders. Says U.S. flies B-1B bomber for first precision bomb drill in 7 years as tensions simmer with North Korea. Kim Kang II, a North Korean vice defense minister, said Sunday the North would halt its balloon campaign because it left the South Koreans with enough experience of how much unpleasant they feel. And I believe they wrote that wrong, but we'll keep moving. We're not gonna correct it for him. We know what he was trying to say. South Korean civic activists have steadfastly launched their own helium-filled balloons to drop Pyongyang leaflets and USB sticks with South Korean dramas and world news in North Korea, where most of its 26 million people have no official access to foreign news. Enraged, North Korea has previously fired at South Korean balloons and destroyed an empty South Korean built liaison office in the north. South Korea's military didn't shoot down the incoming North Korean balloons to avoid potential damage on the ground and an unwanted armed clash with the North. It has instead fully suspended a 2018 military agreement with North Korea to bolster its military readiness along the border. The agreement reached during a brief period of inter-Korean rapprochement requires the two Koreas to cease all sorts of hostile acts against each other at border areas, including firing exercises, aerial surveillance, and psychological warfare. The deal has already been in limbo, with both Korea taking some steps in breach of it amid tensions over North Korea's spy satellite launch last November. South Korea says the deal's suspension would still formally allow it to restart frontline military drills and take swift, effective responses to North Korean provocations. The responsibility for this situation lies solely with North Korea. If North Korea launches additional provocations or military in conjunction with the solid South Korea-U.S. defense posture, will punish North Korea swiftly, strongly, and to the end. Cho Chang-rae, South Korea's deputy defense minister for policy, said, okay, so what it seems like is this is pretty much a retaliation by the North for the South launching propaganda balloons, sending USB sticks with South Korean dramas and news articles and things of that sort. So Kim Jong-Un is sending boo-boo balloons filled with feces and other things. So he's literally shitting on South Korea. Boy, that guy has some sense of humor, doesn't he? Who thinks of putting boo-boo in balloons and flying them over their neighbors? That guy does. Matter of fact, I want to ask the question, who's filling these balloons is the question I want to ask. Who has the job of collecting feces and dirty diapers to put in a balloon to launch over to South Korea? You know, I like doing stories like this because it's just strange, funny, and weird. Strange, funny, and weird. Like I say, shit rolls downhill. You can't make this up. I'm running out of jokes on this subject, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end. I'm trying to think of a funny title for this. I'll think of something though. And let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll check you on the next one.